Here yet. We're here, aren't we? Welcome, everybody, to our live broadcast of Old Man Listens to His Records. Today's Old Man video will focus on, what do you call him? Thom Yorke. Thom Yorke. I'm going to do Thom Yorke the Eraser. Many of you have asked for it, so we finally have it. I have no idea what to expect, None. Zero. So it'll be interesting to see what I think of the album. I have had a few of the Thom Yorke records in the catalog. As far as I understand, that there are four of them, right? I have had a few of those records, and I was waiting for the entire discography because I wanted to make sure that I do the broadcast in chronological order. Okay, so now that we have them all, I'm going to be able to do this in chronological order. Those of you who are interested in watching where all of this started, you can go check out the Radiohead videos. Just look for Old Man Listens to Radiohead, and you're going to see all of them there. So you can watch them chronologically because they were done chronologically. Okay, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with Thom Yorke as well. Okay, so just subscribe to the channel, give the vid a like, and if you subscribe to the channel, you're going to be able to get notifications that'll tell you when the next one goes up. You'll notice also that, well, we do daily, nightly pirate radio shows. So come tune in for those as well. All right. I'm going to fix myself a drink, if you don't mind, and then we're going to just get started with this whole thing. I have the electric jam jar mic'd up. Check. There's a mic attached to my jam jar. This is the only place where you'll find the electric jam jar to exist. This is the official preparating of the drink. Ice. Ice. Campari. Soda tonic. Give it a little stir. Now I'm ready to do this. Do yourselves a favor. Fix yourself a drink. Let's have a good time. What do you say? It's the holidays. It's time to have a good time. All right. So I'm reading the comments a little bit here, and I can see that the album's, 14 years old? I have a little bit of background on it. The background that I have, my friend Blumkin provided to me. He's one of the more knowledgeable Radiohead guys, and the guy who's responsible for all the banners. So we're going to be doing this, okay? My understanding is that this album came out, what is it, after King of Limbs? Is that it? This is where it is that I need you guys to help me out, okay? So fill out the details, and you can feel free to assume that I don't know the history of Radiohead. I absolutely don't. I've listened to all of the original albums, but I don't know the history of Radiohead, so this is where it is that you fill me in. Okay, so thanks there. Hail to the Thief. This record was released after Hail to the Thief, 2006, and I'm reading straight from your comments, so thank you for adding them. My understanding is that Thom Yorke wanted to make this a Radiohead album, or considered at least wanting to make it a Radiohead album, and then decided against it. So does that mean that I'm going to hear something that is similar to Radiohead, or will it sound like solo project. One of my favorite albums this year is King Buzzo's new solo record, which I think I might have here. Yeah, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm making a point. So King Buzzo's new solo record, 2020, is something that I've been listening to quite a bit, and I like his solo career a whole lot. Now, I'm a longtime Melvins fan, okay, since the 90s. However, I do feel that listening to the King Buzzo stuff does sound different. There is a differentiation which makes it so that I'll listen to King Buzzo sometimes, or I'll listen to Melvins sometimes, you know, depending on the mood. So that's what it is that I'm wondering here. That's why I pulled out a King Buzzo record. Okay, is it something where I'm going to hear that, you know, it's stamped? He's got a sound that makes it a solo record, and you can identify. There are identifying qualities to the solo material versus the material that's done with the band. Okay, so I'm certainly looking for that kind of thing. I understand that I understand that the album was political in nature, and that there are going to be some electronic elements. Now, the electronic elements is something that I'm going to find real interesting because, well, I've been listening to electronic music a long time, so it's going to be fun to see what I pick out from the whole thing. You know, I'm looking forward to this experience, really I am. And I always go into this with as much an open mind as I can. So that's to say that I want to like the record. I don't go in with the idea of not liking the record. I want to like the record. I would not have bought the record, okay, because you have to realize, vinyl, right? I bought the damn thing. I would not buy the record if I wasn't genuinely interested. And I won't review a stream, I won't review a video, because I want the artists to get paid. The best way to pay the artist, buy the record, okay? They're going to make a whole lot more on it. So for me, I believe in that. That's why I collect vinyl. That's why I have this channel. So, first of all, go to the store, vinyljunkies.store. If you do want a copy for yourself or as a gift, we do have a copy of Thom Yorke, The Eraser. Okay, but it's important to support the artist. I really believe that. And it's with that I'm going to go into The Eraser. I'm going to save any commentary on packaging or anything like that for a little later on. Now, look, I've notified Beggars Group. I'm hoping that Beggars Group are the ones that are in charge of the publishing for this record. I've notified them ahead of time of the fact that I'm going to be doing this Old Man Listens series for the Thom Yorke records. Why? Pretty simple, because I want to be forthright about it. I'm not trying to steal the material. I'm not trying to do any of that. As a matter of fact, if anything, I'm trying to make money for the band, okay? Because every one of these streams earns ad revenue on YouTube, and that ad revenue doesn't come to me. It doesn't come to the channel. It goes to the rights holders, and that's exactly the way it should be. So in other words, this is really a legit way for artists to get more of their music played and get paid on their music. And that's the point. That's really why it is that we're doing it. If you go out and you buy the record at vinyljunkies.store, our store, then cool. You know, that's how it is that we earn our living. We're a record store. And so why don't I continue with this? I look very forward to reading all of your comments as I have my drink and smoke a vape. So put myself in the right headspace. What it is that I'm going to do for a little while is I'm going to keep the headphones on, okay? Because I want to hear what the record sounds like. I want to hear what the vinyl sounds like. See if it adds to the experience or not. Sometimes when you listen to music on your headphones, ear fatigue happens. I'm curious, will it lead to ear fatigue? How is it produced? There's a whole lot of little things that I'm going to kind of look into from the vinyl perspective, okay? Again, if you want this kind of programming, I'm going to do all of the Thom Yorke, all 4 of them. Do you want me to do the Johnny Greenwood after? I'm still missing a few, but Johnny Greenwood could happen as well. Subscribe to our channel, and you're going to get notifications for it. And become a patron if you support this kind of thing. Leave a tip. It allows us to continue doing this kind of broadcasting for you. Those of you who are on YouTube, you can see the tip button there. Leave something, $1, $2, whatever it is, so that we can continue. All right. The Eraser. The songs I'm going to play are The Eraser, the title track, Analyze, The Clock, Black Swan, and Skip Divided. Now, I am hoping that we don't get bothered at all. I'm going to attempt to play the entire side. This is the way it is that I would like the format to go from now on for all of these, okay? I would like to be able to play each side in its entirety. And then at the end of the side, that's when it is that you take the break and we talk about what we heard. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that because the copyright police might be on our ass. If the copyright police is on our ass, I tried to make sure that I, took care of that. Like I said, wrote directly, notified them of the intention. So I'm kind of hoping that people know, and that they know that we're doing this really because we love the artist. We're doing this not because we're trying to steal music. We're doing this because I think that this is a way for the artist to make money. This is an alternative way for the artist to make money. If I play it, it's a hit. If there's ad revenue, they make the ad revenue. So there's, I think, I know there's a noble intent here. Okay, this is the new radio. What we're doing here is the new radio. So let's get this going. All right, right down to the first needle drop. Apologies if I have to stop the record in between. It's because I'm going to get a copyright notice, in which case I have to stop for a bit and then we'll talk. Okay, but we'll try to play the entire side, and if we get there, fucking right, it'll be awesome. Awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Time to get this started. Looking very forward to hanging out with you guys in the chat and learning from you. Thanks so much for being here. Needle drop. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. All right. Yeah, you see, that felt right to me. Play the entire side that way. Now we can talk about it. Now we can hear what it's about. Okay, there's a few things that struck me immediately. The first thing that struck me is, I guess, negative. It sounded flat from here. So listening to it on vinyl, I don't know if it's the same on CD. I don't know if it's the same on any other thing. I'm just judging what I have right here. Okay, this record, which is the first time that I hear it, it sounds flat. The dynamics, everything just seems like everything kind of seems like it's put here, you know, and like just one little pipe type of thing. Sometimes, like, you know, there were a lot of different elements, and it felt like it was all kind of like together, rather than, for example, we were listening to the percussion, right? So at one point I'm like, right? And I'm kind of like following along. What it is that made me get this and add that percussion was the fact that I heard it there and I found it interesting. And I would have liked it to kind of like stand out a little bit more. So it led me to grabbing it and just, you know, and just like adding mine. Yeah, man, I'm hearing the use of percussion is nice. I like it. I enjoy the electronic elements quite a bit. And Thom's voice doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not thinking about bongo. At this point, to me, it sounds like it's its own thing, you know? And again, listen, you have to please, you know, take into consideration that I'm not, I don't know this artist. I mean, prior to this year, I'd never heard Radiohead. I know people have a lot of trouble believing that. It's not, you're lying. You're doing it for, you know, for hits. You're trying to, dude, I don't give a fuck if people don't believe me or not. I'm telling you, I never heard the record. It wasn't on my radar. I mean, there are other artists that people think I'm mental that I haven't heard. I've never heard My Bloody Valentine, Loveless, ever. What's that Aeroplane Flies Over the Sea? That band, whatever that band is, that's supposed to be a huge album as well. I've never heard it. There's a lot of those, you know? But, yeah, in terms of this record here, I'm not thinking bongo at all in this case. Yeah, Neutral Milk Hotel. I've never heard that record. There are a lot of, like, big holes there, so when you see me do these videos, it's because I'm hearing it for the first time. That's the point. That's the point of these videos. I'm listening to the record for the first time. You're getting a real-time reaction, and the cool part about it is that we are hanging out together as we're listening to this for the first time, and we're having a conversation about the art, and we're chilling out. You understand? And those people who know the record share their experience, and those people who are like me and are hearing this for the first time get to just hang out and enjoy the music in the best possible setting around a bunch of fans. To sit down and listen to music this way and have a discussion about it is amazing. Is amazing. So, these videos help make money for the band because the ad revenue goes to them. It helps us, and I think that honestly, it's a good way to introduce yourself to a record. I know that, like, collecting vinyl, I've always done it like this. Okay? I've never, the format that I had to do before, which is stop it after every song because of copyright police, was not a natural fit. Because that's not how I generally listen to the record. So the entire point of this is to recreate the entire feeling of actually dropping the needle on a record, because I'm telling you, it's special. Vinyl's different. I'm not just kidding around. It's not just music. Vinyl is different. Okay? I mean, you don't have to believe me, man. I'm getting slammed right now. we're seeing Thom Yorke sales, and it's just, of course, because the best way to sell a record is to play it for somebody, to talk about it, to have a conversation about it. And that's what we're doing here. A bunch of nerds, a bunch of music nerds who dig this kind of thing, who like going just a bit deeper. That's what this is about. You know, so if you like this kind of broadcasting, hey, give the video a like, subscribe to our channel, leave us a tip. Support the damn thing. All right. What I'm going to do now is go to side 2, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the material, okay, about the actual package. Okay, I've taken a look at the record, and look, the record's a very nicely pressed record, so I'm not going to have any complaints there. There's a few surface marks, which are kind of pretty minor, not much of a big deal. There's a bit of center flash there, but again, not a huge deal. It's 180 gram vinyl. Atoms for peace. Okay, so we're on the right side. Yeah, center hole is nice, no problem. Nice smooth edge. So what I'm saying is, in terms of the quality of the physical product of the vinyl, you're getting a clean record. You're getting a very clean record. Very nice, okay? In terms of the packaging is brilliant. I mean, it's just as beautiful as you can get. Okay, so it's direct to board, so it's not like the heaviest stock paper or anything like that. On the other hand, it's absolutely a pleasure to look at, you know, to just kind of like look at as the record's playing. It's beautiful. So for that, in terms of that, for the vinyl experience, I think that they're getting the vinyl experience quite well. They're giving you a good product. It's well pressed, okay, with beautiful packaging, and I'm pretty sure we're going to wind up selling out of it. It's $26.98, so it's affordable too. That's US. Affordable. So a thumbs up on that as well. Okay, so why don't we listen to side 2? Enjoying the show so far? Please subscribe to the channel. Give us a like. Leave us a tip. Become a Patreon. Support. And that's what it is that keeps me going. And videos like this get the artist paid for their music. That's a damn good thing. That's what we want. Okay? Supported by becoming a patron at patreon.com/vinyljunkies. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Let's see that $4.94 become $4.95. It'd be cool if I could hit $500 for as little as $2 a month. Become a patron if you support this kind of programming, you know? It's yeah. It's new radio, man. It's new radio. You make it for yourself. Everything that I have here, I bought these records. I play you my records. We don't need airwaves anymore. We don't need FM anymore. We don't need satellite radio anymore. We have everything that we have. We have everything that we need right now to make our own radio station if you wanted to make it. And it's an honor to play these records for you, you know? What you're going to do is, after this one, we're going to do another one. I don't know when the next Thom Yorke one is coming up, but we do have a few old man videos coming up. Very often they get blocked. That's not me, okay? But they're getting less and less blocked. I think copyright holders are beginning to realize this. Just wait a second. I mean, if a video gets watched 100,000 times, that's 100,000 ad revenue, and that goes to the artist. That goes to the copyright holder, so it's cool. I mean, we don't get paid for that, and I don't want to. I don't want to. To me, this is the equivalent of, it's a record store and I'm playing the record in my shop, and you guys are the ones who are here. And if you like it, you go to vinyljunkies.store and you buy it. You know, it's kind of cool that way. It's an honest way of doing things via old style radio, but just bringing it to today, you know? All right. Greetings to fans from Taiwan. I'd love to know where all of you are from. There's 180 of you right now on YouTube. So welcome to all of you. I'm super happy that you're here. Please feel free to share with your friends. Tell, you know, give the video a like. I'm happy to be doing this. Side 2. We were not bothered by copyright either. So this is really cool. If it stays up and everything, to me, that's the format, and I'm proud of it. And shout out to Beggars Group for even considering it. It's important to be able to work with the artists. It's important to be able to work with the people who own the art. It's very important. You have to respect the artist. And I think, I'm trying as much as possible to respect the artist when I present a show like this to you. Basically, it's working for free. I am working for free, with the hope that you guys buy records, which is good for the artist. You know what I mean? It's just, I think it's the new radio. I think it's the new, those of you who are fans of people like, let's say, Peel, okay? John Peel, that should tell you what it is that we're trying to do here. Old radio, the idea of discovering music together like this, it's pretty damn cool. Belarus, Montreal, Mexico, Portland, Arizona, goddamn, Bristol, UK. From everywhere, aren't you? The Netherlands, of course, Taiwan, Sweden, Russia, Turkey, holy smokes, Iran, Finland, Greece, Jesus, this is awesome. Sorry, man, I want to take the time to actually read where you guys are from, because it's kind of cool. London, Antarctica, Bangladesh is from Antarctica. Hey, say hello to Gwar for me. Hail Odoris Urungus. Malaysia, the Middle East, Saratoga, it's beautiful. Keep telling me, baby. Let's do this shit. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Do you like the record? Support the artist. Go buy it. We got it. We got 52,000 records in there. Gabish. I just put up the link. Go do it. Italian in Poland. Forza Italia, forza! All right. Hey, rest in peace, Paolo Rossi. Rest in peace, Diego. Big players, big important players in Italian soccer history. I'm from Naples. My family's from Naples, so even more than that. You know, my family's from Caserta, Provincia di Caserta, which is basically Naples. So yeah, Diego Maradona, big deal. I was 12 years old when Italy won the World Cup. I fucking remember Paolo Rossi like it was yesterday. So, big love. Big love. All right. Let's get back to the music. What do you say? Thom Yorke, side 2. I'm hoping, look, I like the record. I do like the record. As much as I said, you know, that it sounds kind of like flat, it sounds like a block. It doesn't sound analog. I guess that's basically what I'm saying. It doesn't sound analog. You know, for those of you who may say that he recorded the whole thing on a laptop, okay, well, there you go. Maybe it's that. I don't know. I'll think about it some more during side 2. Is it completely taking away my pleasure because of that? No, but I'm thinking that maybe it's not a headphone record because of that. But Mother's Milk has it. Blumpy has it. It's likely because it wasn't mastered for vinyl. This was probably not released with vinyl in mind, because this can be made much more dynamic. I'm certain. If the original files exist and stuff like that, at one point I would not be surprised if they remaster this, because it's lovely. It is. You know? But I'd like the sound to be a little bit more layered. The instrumentation's there. You hear that the instrumentation is there. You hear it. But it sounds compressed. It doesn't sound dynamic. So, yeah. What I'm happy about is that you guys, the Radiohead fans, kind of seem to understand where I'm coming from there. So, cool. All right, folks. Side 2. I'm going to grab me another smoke. have my Campari tonic, and I'm enjoying this time with you. Subscribe to the channel. What's the next album, actually? Can one of you tell me what's the next album in the Thom Yorke catalog? I will play all 4, but I don't know what order they go to. So I have Anima, I got Suspiria, and I got this one. What's this one called? Tomorrow's Modern Boxes. So which one comes next? You're telling me that Tomorrow's Modern Boxes is the next one? Okay. I'll likely, what are we today? The 21st? I'll try to get these in as much as possible. I'm curious too, you know. I like the fact that we're kind of doing it all together. How about tomorrow, man? Tomorrow's Modern Boxes. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, man. I'll put that up for you. And it'll give us all something really cool to do during the Christmas holidays, during a rough year. So, yeah, man. We're going to do this together. Side 2. Let's do it. So that's it, eh? All right. I very much like the electronic elements a lot. I like what he does with them. It doesn't feel derivative. Doesn't feel derivative. That's important to me. I have only one negative thing to say about it. It's the mastering of the record. Was this mastered for vinyl? If it was, my copy here doesn't sound like it was mastered for vinyl. It led to ear fatigue. So especially on the second side where it's like, some of the sounds started getting denser, I had to take my headphones off because it felt like a brick of music just assaulting my ears kind of thing. And for the sound thing, my suggestion would be listen to it on vinyl, but you're probably, when it comes to listening to it on headphones, it's not a headphone album. Okay? There's a sharpness to the sound. So it's not a headphone album. I'm happy I have it and I'll play it. But if they remaster it, probably a good idea. And if you listen to it on speakers, it's all right, I enjoyed the record. It doesn't feel like Thom Yorke is, okay, well now, like with that Radiohead thing, like they were adapting their sound, and their sound changed a lot from one album to another. In some of those elements, and some of the worst elements of that, it felt like, okay, let's try coloring with this color type of thing. It didn't feel as authentic is the word that I'm looking for, but as organic in some elements, in some areas. This here, yeah, this feels kind of like organic. This feels like, okay, this is the way it is that he makes music, and I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. I like the statement. I enjoy it as a piece of art. I have a special appreciation for the artwork on the album cover. So, I mean, to me, this is cool. This makes me want to stay with the record and kind of like smoke a joint and zone out on the pictures, And you move it around, the lines kind of move so you can almost... Look, the water's moving. 2020 has been a turbulent year. Look at the water. The water tells you that it's been a very turbulent 2020. You understand? The fucking water is going crazy. But yeah, it's good. All right, check it. So thanks so much for watching. I'm going to do the next one. I forgot what the next album is. What's the next album? What am I doing next? Tell me. Is it this Tomorrow's Modern Boxes? This is the one. I need you guys to tell me. All right, well, if this is the one, then what I'm going to do is see if I can put it up right now. Look out for it. Subscribe to the channel. It's real simple. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to put this up right now after I turn off this camera. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, always support the artist. Buy the art. Especially now with touring revenue gone for them, it's important to buy the album. So I just put up a link. Go visit us. Buy the album. And thanks so much for tuning in, folks. I'll catch you tomorrow, all right? Ciao. Don't forget to like.